Good morning, students. In this session, we learn about lines and angles, some of the basic definitions. Consider a line with two endpoints called A and B. We call this as line segment. Consider a part of line with one end, namely A, B. A part of line with one endpoint is called ray. Let us consider the points which lie on a straight line called as collinear points. Otherwise, they are called non-collinear points. What do you mean by an angle? Let us consider a points where two rays are originated from same end, namely OAB. When two rays originate from the same end point, then it is called as an angle. Or the distance between two lines is also called as an angle. Okay, the end point of the particular angle is called as a vertex. The end point is called as a vertex. So here is an acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle and reflex angle. These are some of the types of angles. Consider a point by using two lines that makes an angle. Let OAB, where the angle is less than 90 degree. The acute angle measures between 0 degree and 90 degree. When the angle is less than 90 degree, then we call this angle as an acute angle. And here are some of the examples. Here is an angle which is less than 90 degree, that is 62 degree, 30 degree, 89 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree and 10 degree. So these are some of the examples for an acute angle. And here are some of the real life examples for an acute angle. Here the piece of cake and the pizza piece and the half folded laptop, scissor and here the hands of the clock which representing an acute angle, and the crossroad is also representing the acute angle. And what do you mean by the right angle? Consider a point with the two lines that makes an angle OAB which is exactly 90 degree. A right angle is exactly equal to the 90 degree. We call this as right angle. And here are some of the examples where the real life examples of a window. Yeah, the edge of the window, then the road, which is plus corner road, and chair and the clock and the half folded laptop. So these are some of the examples for right angle. And consider an angle POQ which is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, which we call this as an obtuse angle. An angle is greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree, we call this as obtuse angle. And here are some of the examples. Here 116 degree, 112 degree, 168 degree, 94 degree, 105 degree. These are some of the examples for obtuse angle. Real life examples for an obtuse angle. Here you can see the spider web. This is in the form of an obtuse angle. And the fan blades. The blades of the fan is also representing an obtuse angle. And the formation of the K. And here is the fan, like hand fan, which is used in an ancient time. So next is the angle which is in a straight line is 180 degree. A straight line is equal to the 180 degree. Okay, and here are some of the examples of the straight line, where the railway track and the screen pipe and the pencil, which we use in the day-to-day life. Next, let us consider an angle OAB, where the angle is greater than 180 degree and this is less than 360 degree, and this we call this as a reflex angle, where an angle which is a greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree, we call this as a reflex angle. And here are some of the examples. Here you can see like 244 degree, 248 degree, 192 degree, 266 degree and 255 degree. So these are the examples for reflex angle. And here are some of the real life example. Here the clock and the stays, the downward stays, the angle how it is measured, and a person when he bends. This is also example for the reflex angle. So here let us consider the two lines, okay, which they are intersecting each other. Let us say AB and CD, where these two lines are meeting exactly at one point. This is called as intersecting lines. When two or more lines which shares exactly one point, then it is called as an intersecting lines. Here, the two or more lines which are sharing the common point, which exist on all the intersecting lines, is called as the point of intersection, where a line, the intersecting lines shares a common point which exists on all the intersecting lines and is called as the point of intersection. So here are some of the real life example for intersection. Here is the crossroad. Here the two roads meeting at the common point makes the crossroad. Here is the image. Here where the two roads are intersecting at one point. And the scissor, the two arms of the scissor from intersecting lines. Here the two arms were intersecting at one particular point. These are the real life problems, real life examples which we use day to day life. And let us consider the two lines which are not intersecting each other. This we call this as a non-intersecting lines, where it is also called as the parallel lines. These lines never meet. When two or more lines that do not intersect each other is called as non-intersecting lines. They are always at the same distance from one another. These are called as the distance between the two parallel lines. Okay, they are always at the same distance from one another. This is called the distance between two parallel lines. So here are some of the examples where the floor and the ceiling of a room can never meet. This is the best example for the parallel or non-intersecting lines. So consider a line and another two lines which both intersect at two distinct points. Okay, a line which intersect two or more lines at a distinct point is called as the transversal line. A line which intersects two or more lines at a distinct points is called as the transversal lines. And here is the image where I have mentioned this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. I have mentioned these are the angles. So here what are the exterior angles in this picture? So here these outside the image is called as the exterior angles and the inside the lines called as interior angles. So here what are the exterior angles are 1, 2 and 7, 8. These are the two exterior angles. So similarly, what are the corresponding angles are 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8. These are the corresponding angles. And what are the alternate in exterior angles? We know that exterior angles are 1, 2 and 7, 8. So here they are asking the alternate exterior angles. So 1, 8 and 2, 7 are the alternate exterior angles. So what are the alternate interior angles? We know the interior angles are 3, 4, 5, 6. Then alternate interior angles are 3, 6 and 4, 5. Here they are. Then what are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal? Of course, we know the interior angles are 3, 4 and 5, 6, and they are asking that on the same side of the transversal. Here the same side of the transversal means 3, 5 and 4, 6. Clear? Thank you, students. If you have any doubt, kindly ask me in a comment box, and like my video and subscribe my channel. In the next video, I'll come up with the solved problems. Thank you.